Hey there, I'm hanging out with my horses here, and I got my book, 55 Things Parents and Grandparents Should Know. This post is not one of my 55 things, it's just an observation and a referral. I must admit, my guilty pleasure, here comes Bonnie, hi Bonnie, is late at night I'll watch the Tru Blu network. It's Chris Hanson's network, where they do investigations about adults who want to have sex with children. And then the reason it's a guilty pleasure for me is they pretty often show that person getting arrested. And I don't usually revel in people's pain. I do rejoice in the fact that so many kids will be spared the actions of this monster that we've had evidence on the video to show he shouldn't be interacting with anyone's children, and he shouldn't be walking around free because that's all their brains are wired to do. So it's a little bit unique in the sting operation because sometimes they add trafficking charges to it, but it's mainly who would buy this? Who is the person that's showing up to a strange house where he thinks there's a kid, a minor child, home alone? And I want you to know, I've had many cases where that's happened, where the parents didn't know, where a predator has met their child online, has groomed and lured them. The children don't really know to protect their address and things like that anymore. I mean, I did when I was a kid, but I don't see that now. They post where they go to school, where their friends are, where they hang out, where they live. And so what starts out online becomes in person very rapidly. And when those guys get there, they're glazed over with one purpose in mind. And Hanson always asks, what would have happened if there was a 13 or a 14 or a 15 or a 16-year-old child here and we weren't here? Instead of cameras and police, it was actually a child home alone. What would you have done? And they all say, oh, I wouldn't have done anything. Oh, I wouldn't have had sex. And then he reads their transcripts. I mean, just the transcripts are felonies by the time they get the address to come. Sometimes multiple felonies. And your kids are online with these people. There's another one called Colorado. Oh, my Bonnie. Yes, I love her. There's another one called Colorado Ped Patrol. It's on YouTube. He's caught over 500 people that agreed to meet a child after a sexually charged conversation. The reason he does this is his child was molested by someone he met online. His child was sexually assaulted by someone that his child met online, his young boy. And so he couldn't stand it. So he put some cameras on. He puts himself out as a teenager online. And he's had 500 people in a very short amount of time. And this guy also has a full-time job. So he could do more if only time would allow. And so what I'm telling you is, all you have to do to attract a monster is be a child online. So watch your kids. Watch these shows. They're educational. I say it's really cathartic to see someone arrested that would harm a child, but it's also educational. You can't understand how dangerous the internet is until you watch these shows. Tru Blu is on YouTube, and then you can do trublu.com, and Colorado Ped Patrol is on YouTube. Take a moment and then ask yourself, am I protecting my kid? Am I doing everything I can? Because you got to. We are the stewards of our children's lives, and if we don't protect them, who will? So I know you're busy. I know you're tired. I know this is something that people don't want to acknowledge exists. I know they want to say my kid would tell me. Trust me, these monsters actually know how to keep your kid quiet. If you aren't getting in your kid's business, you're not parenting. So put on your bootstraps, pull them up tight, and let's go. Parent these kids. Make your home hostile to any monster that would pull up and walk into your house with your kid alone. Make sure it doesn't happen to you. All right, till next time.